my people. How are you? How are you? How are you? It's been a really a long time. Oh, shit. Is this camera clear or I need it cleaned up? I think it's much better there. It's much better. Hello people, how are you? How are you? Who is online? Who is online? Say hi to me. I'm looking for a beta spot. Looking for a beta spot. Hi, how are you? Jim, I just wanted this chat. Alright, I think that's a better spot for me. Who is online today? Who is online today? Who is online today? Say hi to me. How are you doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. How are you? How is life? What up, what up, what up, what up? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? How is that going? How is that going? How is that going? Oh, I feel like this dress is not getting equal. Alright. So guys, I am here. Say hi, say hi, say hi, say hi. Say hi, say hi to me. Say hi to me, say hi to me. Hello, Ray. So guys, I'm here to talk about a few things, just giving updates. Can you see my hair by the way? This is my real hair. This is dreads and this is my real hair. I don't have any extension in it. Recently I had wanted actually to chop off my hair or at least remove it, like unlock it so I can go back to my natural hair. But I think I'm still thinking about it. I've never really had, from the time I started growing hair, that is around my Form 6 vacation, I have never been without hair. So I don't know. I've been thinking of removing my hair and having, like, I just wanted to have a new look. So I'm still contemplating. And every time I think about how I would look, I just say, let me keep it for now. Let me keep it for now. But that one day, I'm just going to wake up, go to the salon, cut off the hair, and yeah, start all over again. Yeah. But let me hope you guys are okay. How have been these streets? How are these streets, guys? How is life? How is everything? Hi people, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are watching me from. Hope you are doing just fine. My name is Barbara and I am live in Uganda. I am live in Uganda. Kindly tell me where you are watching me from. Kindly let me know where you are watching me from. I am in Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. Guys, this is we are already in can you imagine, guys, this hi Zen, hi Zen, how are you? Good to see you. I am in Uganda. Where are you watching me from? Good to see you. So happy to see you. Please don't forget to double tap. Yes, I'm in Uganda. The Pearl of Africa. I'm in Uganda. Where are you watching me from? From Texas. Oh, wow. Good to see you. Good to know that you're watching me from Texas. How is Texas? How is the weather? How is the going? Have you been to Uganda before? Which country do you really come from? Which country do you really come from? You could be staying in Texas, but when you don't, you don't come from there, maybe you visited or something, or you're working from there. Yeah. Good to see you. How is Texas? You are from Canada. Wow, I have so many friends and also relatives in Canada. And I think I remember some years back, I think Canada has been one of those countries that I really looked forward to visit outside Africa, in the European, like in Europe. It's one of those countries that I really wanted to visit. I remember there's a time I applied for a scholarship in Canada, but I think things didn't go well. It was not successful. Yeah, but I think it's one of those countries that I really looked forward, because by then my father was staying in the UK, though he passed on in 2020. Yeah, he was staying in the UK, and I think Canada is, UK is one of those countries that has a lot of documentation to go to. Like, if you want to go to the UK, it is not as easy, because I remember, yeah, my father had wanted to try, but when he looked at the documentation, it was really too much. So he was like, oh, maybe you can try Canada. And yeah, I really liked it. Wow, so Canada is a good country. It's one of those countries that I really wish I I would visit, and I know one day I'll visit there. Wow. So what are you doing in Texas? That's why you're working? Are you working there? Do you have a family? Are you studying? Tell me more about that. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about that. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. How did you find me? Were you just scrolling through your live feed and you saw me? Oh, thank you so much for coming. Hi, Samson. Good to see you. Good to see you. It's really been a long time, guys. I've taken some time without being on these streets. Wow, an amazing story. Which scholarship had you applied for? Do I even remember? It has really been a long time. But I remember by then I wanted to do a fashion course. Yeah, I remember. I wanted to do a fashion course. Yeah. I don't really remember how the course was, like I don't really remember the name, but all I remember was the fashion course. Yeah, I really wanted to do fashion and design out of Uganda. I felt like to make really a lot of sense because in Africa, when you are a tailor, when you're into fashion and design, especially like when you tell people you are a tailor, it is something that is looked at as like a last option for most of the people. They feel like when you're doing tailoring, then you have failed. Like it's just something to cover you up for what you have not made up for, or something like that. And this is because by then fashion did not really have what can I say? There was not really market for it as such. So the people who went to learn tailoring, they would only fix the old clothes. This is Africa, so we always have those second hand and things. So someone would put on a cloth, and then when it wears out and it gets torn, they will bring to you a tailor to mend it. So by then fashion was known for mending clothes, like just mending. They didn't have any idea of I can create a new cloth, I can think of a design, and yeah. So I remember even when I was really applying for that scholarship, my dad was like, yeah, he was an African, he was staying in the UK, but yeah, he was still an African. So that mindset really, I think he really still had that mindset, because I remember we really had a long chat about it. He wanted me to do another course, and yeah, I insisted this is what I really wanted. For a long time I had really I've been this kind of child that really listened to a father, and like I always looked forward to please my father. Like everything was a yes, a yes, a yes, a yes. And even at university I ended up doing a wrong course, not really a wrong course, but a course that I did not really love, but because it's what my father wanted, so I had to do it. Yeah. So but later on I had to go into fashion and design. That's why I'm doing tailoring right now. Yes. So yeah, so fashion and design, it is just of recent when people now started seeing that, oh, it's tailoring is not all about having like mending old clothes, but you can do something like yeah, you can be a fashion designer. It's not all about mending the old clothes. So that is a bit of the background. So tailoring is a dream job, really. It's a big company. Fashion is a big course, really. My cousin Vani does it also. Yeah, I usually tell people that I did information technology as my career, but I'm a fashion designer. I am a tailor by passion. Like this is something that I really looked forward. Even at my young age, I really loved it, but just because of the background and all that, I didn't really have the privilege to practice it in my early years. So I think that if I had done it early, or if I had someone at the early stages who would push me, hi Samson, I am doing something, but I will let it play. Thank you so much, Samson. Yeah, so I didn't really get the chance to be nurtured or to be encouraged to do the fashion and design at the younger age. Yeah, but even after university, I decided, no, I really need to go for this thing. It's something that I really wanted. Yeah. How did you get the fashion? Like, what inspired you? For me, fashion, I think it was just my passion, and up to now, it is really my passion. So even right now, I am doing a job. I have a 7 to 5 job. But even when I'm doing this job, in my mind, I'm thinking of fashion. Okay, even when I'm working, I feel like I am working so that I can push my fashion business forward. Yeah, being in Africa, at some point you are limited. You are limited. For me, it's passion. Fashion is passion for me. It is something that I've always loved. Like, I would always move and look at someone putting on a cloth, or I would see a cloth on a dummy, and I'm like, oh, maybe if this happened, if you did this and this would have been better. If you made a few changes here and there. Yeah, so for me, fashion has been passion, and it is really passion for me. I look at myself owning a fashion school, and a big bridal business. It is something that I have in my heart, like something I look forward, something that I really dream every day and pray and ask God that, this is something that I really want. So for me, fashion it is that thing. It is just passion. It is just within me. It is something that I can do even when I am tired. As long as I have something to do, I am really excited to do it for a client. Yeah, so it is not just something that I would love to do for money, but it is something that I really love to do as a person. Yeah, but so when did I start learning fashion? I can tell you a little bit of this. So I started learning. I went for fashion and design during COVID. Remember, I had done information technology, and there were no jobs as such. I was only doing contracts. I would get like a contract. I would work with a bank. I would do sales here and there, but jobs are really not coming through as such. And this is because probably it was not my passion as such. So I didn't really give it time. Yeah, so in 2020, I had no job and all that. So what I decided during that lockdown in COVID, I decided to go and learn. So that is when I started my journey. So 2020, so this is 2025. This is 5 years down the road. I am here, still growing and still learning more things. Yeah, so briefly, that is about me and fashion. So you're saying that's amazing. I am doing something, but okay. That's amazing. A bridal school, yes, a bridal school. I really want to own a fashion school. I see myself owning a fashion school one day. Wow, but would you rather work in fashion personally or for a big company? Trust me, I had rather work in fashion personally than for a big company. What do you mean? Would this big company be in a fashion business? If this company is really, because actually I remember before I got this job here, right here, there's a company I had applied to, and actually I was asking them if I would volunteer in their they wanted me to teach students. They were looking for a tutor, like a tailoring tutor. So I just wanted to volunteer. but I think they turned me down. Anyway, not really turning me down, but there are some dynamics here and there, and I was not able to go through. But yeah, I had rather work for a company. Me, as long as, am I getting confused? As long as the company is in fashion and design, I would happily do that, because still I'll be doing the thing that I love most. You get, eh? Yeah, so for me to work, if you gave me two options, for me to work for a company that is not in fashion and for me to work for a company that is in fashion, I had rather go for a company that is in fashion than a company that is not in fashion, because I feel like even if I am working, even if it was like an 8 to 5, I would feel like, yeah, I'm doing what I really love. Yeah, so I would do that. I would do that. Yeah, because for me, even to do a job that is not in line with fashion and design, then I'm just doing it for money, not something I would really love to do. Thank you. Not something I would really love to do. Yeah. Yeah, that is it. Or yeah. Then that is it, unless you have something else to ask. Yeah, I would really happily work for a company that is in the fashion business, because first I would really be learning a lot of things, how to run the business and all that. Like, yeah, I would really love to do that. I would gladly do that. I would gladly do that. Actually, the reason why I go for these other jobs is because I want to push my. It's because I want to push my business, like my fashion business. Yeah. I'm okay. How are you?
Yeah, that money is not mine. I've just seen it's not mine.
The 2000. Okay. Yeah, then that is it. That is it. So you guys, just not even for me to start up a YouTube channel. You know, sometimes when you just see things and probably just hear things, says, it is different from when you're in the system. So I hear people say, you know, it is very easy. You start a YouTube channel, this and this and this. But I realize nothing comes easy. Good things, you really have to work hard for them. This is one thing I've learned in life. Good things do not just easily come. There are a lot of sacrifices that you have to do. A lot of sacrifices. You have to sacrifice your life. You have to sacrifice your time. You have to sacrifice the resources. Yeah, so many things that you have to sacrifice. Yeah, starting up a YouTube channel, I thought it would really be easy for me. I thought, yeah, you just open the channel and then a few videos here and there, and then boom, you start earning. But yeah, sometimes when you're in the system, you get to learn a lot of things, and you start wondering, oh, okay, like you learn. I'm really learning on these YouTube streets. I'm learning a lot of things. I'm really learning a lot of things. From the time I was monetized, it has really been a journey for me. And I always look out for when this channel will break even one day. And yeah, and I said, because I feel like I really put in a lot of work And at some point, I really felt discouraged. I felt like quitting, even after monetization, by the way. I felt like quitting. I felt like this is not um, yielding the results I really expected from YouTube. I really wanted to give up. But every time I look at the people that inspired me, it keeps me going. It keeps me going. I'm like, oh, I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter. I need to push until that one day. So yeah, I just feel like I'm not a quitter. I just have to keep pushing, keep posting the videos, and yeah, one day it will be worth it. So it is better when you look back and say, yeah, I'm glad I didn't give up, than looking back and say, I wish I stayed on the course. Bye, Myra. Kati mumpe power bank. Anita, everyday charging. Thank you. Yeah, so you guys, one day I'll be here. So one day I'll be here celebrating a big milestone on this channel, and yeah, every one of us shall be celebrating. So guys, I know I reached that point of saying, I think this is not worth it. Things are not moving. Things are not, you try this, it's not working. You try that, it's not working, and you're like, my goodness. Yeah, so I have to keep pushing, guys. I have to keep pushing. I think I'm going to resume my live streams, so I have to keep doing some live streams to stay connected. I realize I have so many people. I have subscribers, but yeah, I still have low views. I really need to work on that. I really need to work on that. All right, people. Then don't worry, you will get them. Yeah, I know I'll get them, but I feel like it's been forever. It's been forever. I feel like it's been forever. It's really taking long. It's really taking long. I really know, and I believe that there is just that one day that I'll put a video out there, and then I'll wake up and I have million views. I can't wait for that day. But yeah, I know, and I really understand that everything is a step, a step at a time, and there is always time for everything. But you can't imagine, every time I face a challenge and I feel like giving up on something, there is this one person who inspires me in the Bible called Abraham. And when God made a promise for him, when God made a promise to him to give him a child, he was about 90 years, over 90 years, I think. And he waited for 25 good years for him to get that child of promise that God had promised him. So yeah, that time will come. There's time for everything. God is never too late and he's never too early. That is one thing that I know because I am a believer. Yeah. But it's just that what you do and what happens while you are waiting, guys. It is wow. It is for me, I feel like it is a test. It is all a test. The things you do while you are waiting or how you wait, it is really a big test. Yeah, it is really a big test. But I know. Yeah, Zen, I'll be there. So Zen, are you a content creator? Are you a content creator? I haven't checked you out. Probably I need to channel activity. You joined a year ago and you have 13 subscribers. So you are not a YouTuber. Wow. All right. Then what are you doing in Texas? Are you a student? Are you working? Are you married? Do you have a family there? And then, by the way, there is this pressure, especially when you get monetized, because with YouTube, when you get monetized, there are things you need to follow. So after monetization and you have gotten your AdSense pin, you are supposed to make around $100 for you to start to finish the whole process of monetization, and then that's when they ask you for the bank account. I know that some people who have been asking me about that. Yeah, so that is when they ask you for the bank account, but you're supposed to first make the first $100 for you maybe to start the window on YouTube. And I feel like for a long time, because I got monetized in December, guys, and up to now, I've not really made the $100. I think I've not even made $20. It's a shock. Because sometimes you might think that when you get monetized and then you'll be getting money and all that, but as long as you're still on low on views and all that, it is really it becomes very slow. It becomes very slow. But yeah, I know I'll be there. I'll be there. One day I'll be here celebrating with you guys. Do you like post a lot? YouTube tends to prioritize consistency sometimes. Do you like post a lot? YouTube tends to prioritize consistency sometimes. Yes. I really know that. I know that YouTube, for you to be effective on YouTube, you really have to be consistent. But I've been limited for some reason, especially when I decided to take up another job. Another job, because I realized I was putting in so much on YouTube and I was not getting anything out of it by then. And I decided to go for that job first to help me push, because in Africa we don't have Wi-Fi everywhere. Okay, so you have to keep buying data, and then being live. I think that is why I reduced on my live streams, because I found that I was spending a lot of money on data. So at some point I I kind of reduced on the live streams, because like it was a lot, because now I had to find money for material, like to get a material for me to keep pushing. I'm doing everything all on my own. I didn't have any support system. I didn't have anything. Like, okay, so I thought maybe if I get a job now, when I get money, then I can be buying my materials to make the outfits that I need, and like to make the videos. But I have really tried to at least post something, not really abandon the channel and that. So I have really tried to keep pushing the channel, to keep posting here and there. So that is because I really understand that on YouTube consistency is key for you to succeed. But I've just been having that limitation of data. Yeah, and I also feel like when I took up the job now, it is taking most of my time, because back then, starting October 2024, I was not working, so I had a bit of time, so I would have time to do the videos and all that. But now when I got this job, I realized now I have cut on that time for me to be doing the content. So you go back home, the children are waiting, and then I am in ministry at church. So you find like dividing yourself between the job and then home and then the church and then the YouTube channel. It really becomes so heavy on me. But I'm still reconsidering. Really, I'm giving myself a grace period of maybe 3 to 4 months to see how everything is moving. If I can get means of getting if I can get means of getting like money from somewhere else to fund my projects, because the only thing is data and buying the material for me to do, because I have really, wow, this YouTube channel has really taught me a lot of things. I have really acquired most of the things. I have the ring light, I got a better phone, because before I really had a bad phone. I really had a bad phone. I could record like only one video and then the space was done. So I got a better phone. All this is like prepare for my content. So I have really tried to acquire other things. So right now the only thing that is holding me up is data and also the material to keep pushing with the content. But I know I'm going to be there. So I really understand consistency, especially on YouTube. You really have to be consistent. I have seen people who have quit their 7 to 6 jobs just to concentrate on YouTube. Because consistency is key. So you have to sacrifice. If you're in a better position, of you can find, especially us in Africa, because you don't just find data or Wi-Fi everywhere. So when you're connected to Wi-Fi, then you are paying for it. And by the way, currently I think they are trying to they are really trying to put up those Wi-Fi, like you can have Wi-Fi, but it is something that they're just doing. It's not as really very common. It is with those guys. If you have your money and you can manage paying like your some good amount of money for Wi-Fi every month, you can go for that. But again, if you are struggling, or if you don't have that much money, so it really becomes hard for you. So that puts you in a position of buying data every day, which is not sustainable sometimes, because you can have it today and then tomorrow you don't have it like that. So that also causes the inconsistency. Because I feel like if I had the Wi-Fi, so that's why I'm giving myself a grace period of 2, 3, 4, I think maximum of 5 months to see how this job is going to go. So if I save up something and I'm able to cover for Wi-Fi, I can quit and then I concentrate on YouTube, because I really want to push this channel until when we are there, because we are already monetized. The only thing that I'm pushing for is getting the views, and of course the views will come through consistency, me engaging with my audience and all that. Yeah, I have just subscribed to you, but really it's not easy. Even in America, there is lots of competition to make it on YouTube. That little I know consistency will take you way far. Yeah. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for subscribing. Yeah, it is really hard, because I have seen people who I have aunties like in the UK. I have people like even in America. Excuse me. Sometimes you can be complaining, and or maybe saying things are not going on well in Africa, but sometimes when you talk to those guys and they're also struggling, and when you're in Africa, you have a tendency of thinking people who are abroad, away from Africa, they're doing well. But my dear, at some point I even find life in those countries a bit more challenging. Now I understand why sometimes when people come, like people who leave their countries like Europe, Asia, those other countries and then they come to Africa, they find life a bit much better, I would say, because I think we had Indian friends who had, not Indian friends actually, I had my cousin who studied in India. So she was telling us, when she came back, she was telling us stories about India and how those guys live life there. So she was saying most times what happens is that the guys in India, you'd find like someone who is poor in India, they sell their property there in India, and then they come here to Africa, but mostly Uganda, because Uganda is so welcoming as a country. We are so hospitable. So now you sell your property there in India. Like when you're in your country, you feel like you are less privileged, don't have money. But now when you sell your property and then you decide I'm now shifting to Africa, when you come to Africa, you become a billionaire fast, because of the exchange rate, because our money, the value is a bit low. So when you come from a country where your money is the value of your money is a bit high, so when you come to Africa, you're going to be the rich guy, like you're going to live a cool life. Yeah, you're going to live a cool life. Because at some point when I talk to my aunties, and they're always telling me they have bills here and there, they have mortgages, like you have bills for almost everything. And this is something that does not happen in Africa actually. So much. Like here in Africa, if you're not living in the city, especially like if you're living in the village, you have that privilege of you cannot go without food. But I imagine when you're in a city, or when you're in a country where you have to buy everything, life becomes a little bit difficult, especially when you don't have money. Yeah, especially when you don't have money, because I feel like you have to buy everything is for buying. But here in Africa, especially when you're staying in the village, you have your garden of cassava, you have your garden of potatoes, you have your garden of pumpkins, you have your garden of fruits. So it really becomes easy for you. Like, so probably the only thing you have to buy, because actually even in the village, you don't buy anything mostly, unless you're just buying these other things like maybe cooking oil to cook your food and all that. And sometimes people in the village don't even need that cooking oil to prepare their food. Like, yeah. So sometimes you can be here in Africa crying, but again, when you hear someone who is away from Africa also crying, because people have the tendency of leaving Africa and going to those countries for a better life. They are hoping for a better future, like for greener pastures. But you also reach there and life is not as you expected. You find bills here, you're paying for this, you're paying for that. Here in Africa, you choose what you want. You choose the bills that you want. Yeah, you will only pay bills if you want to pay them, but you can't choose not to have certain things. It's not really a must that you're supposed to have certain things. You can live within your means. You can decide to live within your means. Yeah. Zain, you're asking so much about Africa. Do you want to come to Africa? Have you ever thought of coming to Africa? Trust me, when you come to Africa, you're going to live a good life, especially here in Uganda. You can start a business the way you want. We don't really have so many restrictions of people who are non-Ugandans starting a business. It's really easy. You can, as long as you have your money, you can pay up rent. Just think about the business that you want, and yeah, you have a business running. And then also, you live a good life. You live in a good house, in those good apartments. Yeah. Basically, that is it. I think I've realized that's why people really love coming to Africa. There are really no much bills to pay here and there. You can have your whole family here and you live a good life, even if you've been struggling in your own country. I've seen this, and people are enjoying Africa. People are enjoying Africa. Yeah. Zen, are you thinking of coming to Africa? I really agree that there's so much competition on YouTube, but also I think that sometimes it can be luck. It can be your season when God has prepared that season for you. Because sometimes you can be there and then you watch a certain video that has like almost 24 million views, and you're thinking, YouTube is really very tricky. You can have someone having very good content, very good work, but when they don't have views, like they have better cameras, they have like quality content, but when the views are low, and then you find someone with really, when you look at like a certain video and you're thinking, wow, what did really people like about this video? But when it has views, YouTube has pushed it. So at some point I feel like it is more of a I wouldn't want to call it betting, but yeah, it's some kind of luck thing. When it's your season, it's your season. I don't know if I'm wrong, but that's what I feel. Hi guys, thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for watching. How are you doing? Kindly let me know where you are watching me from. I am in Uganda, the pearl of Africa, the country where I have grown up seeing one president for over 30 years.
No, we have the dipping machine for this.
Yeah, so basically that is it. Basically that is it. Basically that is it. But really, how is Uganda? Uganda is one of those countries that you will always admire to come to. I want to visit, but the political climate is too hated. I have my friends there. Uganda is a peaceful country, by the way, to be honest with you. It is a peaceful country. The political climate, you can choose not to think about the politics in Uganda. It's one of those countries that has had one president for a long period of time. The system is corrupt. Yeah, the political system is really corrupt. The elections are rigged. The votes are rigged and all that. So you never get the right results. But I mean, what to do? What to do? I'm in Uganda, but I can assure you that sometimes I choose not to focus on the negative things. Uganda is a peaceful country. Yeah, though sometimes when you take long in leadership, and when as a leader you cannot really please everyone. You cannot get to please everyone. You cannot get to please everyone. Yeah, I think people hate the political system here in Uganda because it is really corrupt. It is really corrupt. We had one president for a very long time, like for over 37 years. We've had one president. And people really don't like it. People, of course, you reach a point and you feel like you need change. People want change, but yeah, people have more powers than you. What are you supposed to do about that? Especially when the system is corrupt. Yeah, but apart from that, yeah, when you find Ugandans themselves, they are bitter, but at some point you can choose to find peace and let God take control over everything, because he's the one who knows when Uganda will ever have another president. He's the one who knows. So you just believe God and trust God. But other than that, Uganda is a very peaceful country. It is a very great country. It is one of those countries that you'll always appreciate when you visit. Yeah. So many people have visited, so many people have settled in Uganda. And they have loved it. So yeah. And besides, when you visit, like you're visiting for, if you really have those fears for political climate and all that, I mean, when you visit, you can choose not to visit for long. You come and check it out and see how everything goes, and then you can make a decision whether to come back, whether to stay here. Yeah. I wanna visit, but the political climate is too heated. I have friends there. You can choose not to focus on politics. Yeah, because politics is really it's really a broad thing. So you can choose not to focus on that and focus on yeah, so then you can choose not to focus on the politics. You can just choose to focus on visiting the country. Because there is no Ugandan, I can assure you that there's no Ugandan is happy with the government. Everyone is sad. Of course, you imagine how would this country be like if we had a new president? How would this country be like if there was change in the government and all that? But at some point, there is really nothing much that you can do about it. There's nothing much you can do about it. And especially when you're a foreigner, by the way, Uganda is one of those countries that I don't know why, by the time they tend to treat foreigners better than their own nationalities, like better than their own people. I don't know why. Foreigners are highly esteemed in Uganda. Yeah, that is what I feel, because I have heard stories about other countries where you don't just go and start up a business when you're not from that country, especially Rwanda. Rwanda is a country in Africa. It is one of our neighboring countries. One of the neighboring countries, but you don't just go to that country and start up a business. My friend Mark says hi. I've already seen that message before you deleted it. Say hi to him. Hi Mark. Hi Mark, how are you? Yes, so there is, like, some countries you don't just go and then you start living a good life. Like, I mean, I feel like there's so many processes, so many things that you have to go to. But here in Uganda, you find foreigners living a very good and better life than the nationalities themselves. And then you're wondering why. Wow, what a government that we have. Yeah, that God has blessed us with. So those are the things that really make people bitter. Those are the things that really make people bitter. They feel like we are being cheated. They feel like we are not, being treated well in our own country. But I mean, what to do? You are not God. Leadership comes from God. If one day God decides that, yeah, now president of Uganda, you have ruled my people for a long time, it's time for you to step down. They really step down, because in Uganda we really do not have those strong systems in place as such. Like, there's so many loopholes in the system that we use, especially for elections. There's no, I mean, I feel like there's not so much truth and transparency in that system. People are always complaining. People are not happy. Yeah, but as I usually say, what can you do about it? You're not God. It is only God who can change things. So all we do as Christians, as people who know God in Uganda, we pray for our country, for one day that God will have, that God will come through for us, and we shall have, better government, and hopefully we get a better, a better government. That is what everyone wishes for. But it is also scaring when you look at who is coming in next. The English people have that saying of, like, you can, something like you're on the frying pan, and then you fall, like you falling off from the frying pan into the fire. So you think you're escaping fire, or you're escaping danger, and then you fall into fire instead. Yeah, because at some point you feel like, okay, now if this president is one day not there, who is next? Because you might think you want change, but again, when that change comes, you start regretting, like, oh, I think we have stayed with our person and all that. So for me, I feel like everything is it is about God. I don't really talk about politics a lot. I don't really focus about politics. Yeah. So Zen, where is Mark? I already saw that message before you deleted it, my dear. Say hi to Mark. I say hi to him as well. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. I do not take it for granted. Thank you so much, Zen, for keeping me live. Yeah, for keeping me live. You are the first person actually on my live. And thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the subscription. I hope we keep in touch. Every time I'm live, hopefully I can always find you online, or you can always find me online. And welcome to my community. Yeah, you keep me pushing every time I come online, or every time I post a video. And by the way, I have a video, and this is one of my, actually this video has really encouraged me. In the longest time, I feel like my views had dropped, especially after monetization. My views really dropped, and right now I have 171 views in 3 days. And yet the last video that I posted, I have 30 views in 10 days. So I feel like there's really a great improvement. So I really agree that, yeah, I'm on the journey to greatness. Yes. So this video has really encouraged me. I feel like, yeah, I can still have some life. We are pushing. We need to get our first check on YouTube. You know, guys, to get a first check on YouTube, you're supposed to have made $100. So we are pushing for the $100, and then our monetization process will really be done. Yeah. Yeah, so guys, this video has really encouraged me to keep pushing. The video has really encouraged me to keep pushing, and I will not give up until one day this channel breaks even for me. Yeah, so these are some of my videos. So the video that I'm talking about is this one. This is the most recent one. This one here is the most recent video, this one, and it has like 71 views, which is really good for me. In a very long time, I had not gotten. My views had dropped actually after monetization. My views really dropped after monetization. So I'm pushing to see that this channel gets somewhere. But I just want to appreciate all of you guys. You are the reason why I keep pushing. You're the reason why even when the temptations of quitting come, I don't really implement it, because I know that there is a caring family. There are people out there who really watch my videos. So you guys keep me pushing. I just want to say thank you so much. I don't take it for granted. I really don't take it for granted. Yeah, for the fact that I am monetized, I really thank God for that we were finally monetized. Yeah, and now we are pushing. We are pushing for more achievements on this channel. Yeah, I can't really wait for us to have more views, because currently we are struggling with views, but I know we're going to be there. Yeah, just keep the faith and keep pushing, keep the work, keep doing the work, keep doing the work. You are welcome, people. Kindly tell me where are you watching me from. Yeah, God never fails. I like it when I hear people talk about God. Oh my God. Zen, are you a Christian? Okay, are you a born again Christian? Do you know Jesus? Probably you know him, but do you have a relationship with Jesus? It's so nice. Yeah, God really never fails. He never fails. He never fails. So I posted this video and I think I had reached that point of saying, probably giving up. But me just having those 171 views on my video, I felt like I know Christ. I am a choir member at my church. Wow, which church do you go to? Which church do you go to? You know, I am a choir leader as well in my church. And I go to a church called Worship Harvest. You can Google us. Not really Googling, even on YouTube channel. The church is called Worship Harvest. We have branches in Europe as well. In America, we have branches in UK. Yeah, we have branches. We call it a network. A global network of all churches that are out of Uganda. Yeah, so, and I'm a choir leader in my church. So good to know that you know Christ. It's really, I don't really find many people, especially online. I don't really find many people, especially online, who really know God. Some people are atheists, some people are pagans, some people don't believe there is God. Some people, I mean, yeah, but so good to meet you, my brother. So good to meet you. So nice to meet you. Though you have refused to tell me a little bit about yourself. Like, what are you doing in Texas? Are you working there? Are you a student? Are you married? At least now I know that you're in church and you're a choir member. Good to know. It is always good to serve the Lord. It is always good to serve the Lord. And I know that one day I'll have a channel just to share the word of God with people. Yeah. One day it will come. I will just have a channel separately for the word of God. Yeah. That is the second channel that I will have. But otherwise, guys, God loves you. He gives you life every day. He is the reason you are here. He has created you for a purpose. He has created you for a purpose. He has created you for a purpose. The purpose is to serve him. You know, when Moses was rescuing the children of Israel from Egypt, he told Pharaoh that God says that let my children go so that they may serve me. So the primary purpose of every Christian is to serve God. So it is good to know that you're a choir member. You're a choir member, so that means you are in service. You are serving. You're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing. Keep serving. Keep at it. Keep trusting God. Keep sharing the gospel with everyone around you. Really, God never disappoints and he never fails, just like you have said. He never fails. He never fails. My God never fails. I Zen, thank you so much for keeping me on this live stream. I don't really take it for granted. I don't take it for granted. I don't take it for granted. Kindly let me know where you are watching me from. Kindly let me know where you are watching me from. You said you wanted a sponsor. Leero nga siri bulungi taata wona olawo enkya beera wala leero siri bulungi nange. Yeah, YouTube fashion. Which projects are you into? You wanted a sponsor? Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Zen, you are saying you said you wanted a sponsor. What kind of sponsor? Anyway, I don't know. But which projects are you into? YouTube fashion. Yeah, I do content creation on YouTube, but also a fashion. Yeah, I do fashion as well. Because some projects can take a really long time to develop. Yeah, like I said, my end goal or my vision is to have, or my vision or my dream, whichever way you call it, is for me to own a fashion business. Yes, please. Inakafunya, but I'm not. I'll do the registration maybe later. Yes, so like my vision is to have, like, to own a fashion school. So that is what I'm striving for. I'm not really, I'm not so sure when you say like I'm looking for a sponsor. My only thing is that I was saying that I know that when I give time to focus on YouTube, I can get like maybe better results out of it. But that means if I have that, is that what you call a sponsor? I'm not so sure. But the reason why I'm not giving YouTube a lot of time, it is because I have divided myself. I got a job, so like my time is divided up, so I don't really get to be consistent as I'm supposed to be. So in my own view, I think I just said that if I really got somewhere, I would get some things covered up for me, I can quit the job and really concentrate on YouTube. If I really get consistent and achieve the results that I really want. And then I was also sharing the things that make YouTube, especially here in Africa, that make it so hard, like things like internet, like Wi-Fi data. It is really expensive. And then if you're doing a niche like mine where you have to buy material for you to do the content, it really becomes, yeah, it really becomes expensive as well. But I was sharing that I really got some few things that can enable me have good content on YouTube as I keep pushing for better equipments. I feel like where I am, at least I am somewhere. I have a few of the equipments that I can use for me to push my channel on. Yeah, like for me to push my channel forward. So that is what I was saying, that I really would love to concentrate, because you were talking about consistency, and then I was sharing things that are really taking a bit of my time for me not to be consistent on YouTube. Yeah. And then I said, if I had a way, or maybe if I had some things cleared up for me, then I can, yeah, then I can keep pushing. I can keep pushing. Then I can keep pushing. Yeah, so then briefly, that is it. So I don't know what you meant by a sponsor. I don't know what you meant by a sponsor, but if someone come around and they want to sponsor my channel, I'll really be grateful. Or maybe a partnership, I'd really be okay with that, I think. Yeah, I'd be okay with that. And then also, I think there's so many ways, especially when someone is monetized. There's so many ways where you can help someone, like help someone, or like there's so many ways you can support someone. You can become a member, you can do like a super chat, like there's so many things I think that if you really wanted to help someone, because it's not more of a sponsor. When you say a sponsor, it really becomes complex, and I think it's on another level when you say that. I don't know. So I'm just really trying to learn and see and watch other people and get to know how they do, how they run, like what do they do to get more views, especially when you're posting. There's some steps that some people follow and they keep sharing. If you want to get views, this is how you do it. Yeah, I'm really learning every day. I'm learning. I am learning every day. Every day I get to learn a new thing. I get to learn a new thing. All right, guys. I think I have less than 30 minutes to end this live. Hi guys, how are you? Thank you so much for coming. Please let me know where you are watching from. leave a message, leave a comment for me, and you will be blessed. Yeah, so Zen, you've kept me live on this live today. I'm really grateful. I don't take it for granted. Thank you so much for keeping me active. And everyone else who has passed by, I'm really grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hi people, hi. Please let me know where you are watching from. Where are you watching me from? Thank you. Yeah. Toy.
Anyone see?
Amen. My Jesus never fails. My Jesus never What is that? Antibiotic. Bibadewa? Expiry yet. Babikozesa ku mabwagali gatya? Hi people, how good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are. Hi. How are you? How are you doing? Hi guys, welcome back again to my channel. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome. How are you doing? Let me hope you are just fine. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being live with me and for passing by. Yeah, I think I'm closing this session right now. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for everyone who has come to support me. May God really richly bless you. May God bless you for your time. Until next time, bye. See you. Special regards to Zen and your friend Mark. Thank you so much for supporting me today. Thank you so much for keeping me active on this live. I don't take it for granted. Guys, it's not really very funny when you come on a live stream and you don't have anyone to talk to, but every time I'm live and at least I have someone I can chat with, I don't take it for granted. It's really a privilege for me. Yeah, thank you so much. May God bless you. Bye.